Hello and welcome to the fourth installation of the BCR DocScan Series by BCR Software. Today we're going to cover entering a payment batch and associating a scanned image of a payment check that has been sent for our invoice that we entered earlier. So let's start by entering this payment batch. ABC123 is our customer, and our payment method is going to be check. Check number is going to be 5454, and the amount is going to be $280. And when I do that, I can click DocScan to open up our DocScan window, and I'm going to go ahead and scan this image in. Go ahead and get that started. Alright, as you can see here we have a copy of our check for $280 that we can pan around and zoom and see all that goodness. Now, one thing I'd like to touch on with this session is the saving options that we have. We have two saving options, auto append and new file. Auto append essentially lets us scan multiple images and roll them all into one JPEG file. This helps saving disk space and not take up as much room on the hard drive, letting your computer run a little faster. But it also does not allow you to do annotations to individual pages. New file actually lets you create a separate JPEG image for each scanned image you have for this document, which tends to take up more disk space, but then you would be able to annotate any file that you needed separately. So let's go ahead, and I want to scan this check again, and I want to leave it on the auto append option so that we can see what happens. And so I'm just going to go up to scan document, and we're going to scan it in one more time. Click scan now. Okay, now as you can see, we have two images here, basically the same thing, but I can double click on one and see that this one is a bunch of O's 25 JPG, and then I can click on the other one and see that it is also 0025 JPG. This basically says that these are both the same file, and that any annotation I would do to open these files and make annotations through the Windows JPEG viewer would probably affect both of them, if not just one. So now let's go over to the saving options and select new file and scan this check one more time. And now we have our three images, and if you remember, image number 2 had the 0025 JPEG file name just like the first one, but the second one now will have a 252, basically letting us know that that's the second one that was scanned in. So this is very very nice. I also want to show you in the view you can take away the options and the image list if you want to see a broader spectrum, and you can still do what you need to do, zoom out to see that a little better. So let's go ahead and close out of here, and I'm going to go ahead and apply this check to our invoice that we entered earlier. Remember invoice number 6 that we had. Okay, close, and I'm going to go ahead and print this and post it. Alright, now that that's posted, we can go into display account detail and type in our customer, and see we have our invoice here that we can go back to the document display and view our customer PO that we scanned in earlier. And if we go to show all, anything that doesn't have a balance, we can see our payment record that we just entered here, the amount of $280, and we can also view all of our scanned images of that payment, any kind of documentation we may need, and we can see all that just there. And you can also see that on any of these tabs you can see what's been scanned in just by double clicking on the record. So this is a very useful tool. You can save lots of paper and lots of time. This concludes our demo for BCR DocScan. Thank you very much and have a good day.